Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? This is Ryan back with Locker Room Debates. I got a special guest here.
How you doing, guys? Spencer Goldberg here, a.k.a. Goldy, back at it again for our college football playoff predictions.
Yes, sir. So we got our bracket predictions back here. I got the top one. Goldie's got the bottom one. And first game we'll start off with is tomorrow night, Notre Dame and Indiana, the 7 versus 10 seed. What are we going here, Goldie?
I'll be honest with you. I like both teams here. Indiana, everybody's been saying that they've had a cupcake schedule all season long. Only one loss to Ohio State, but it was kind of a bad loss. Notre Dame, however, had an even worse loss at home against Northern Illinois. I'm not going to lie. Kurt Cignetti is a great coach. But I like Marcus Freeman and the boys better. Riley Leonard, Julian Love. I like Notre Dame in this one.
All righty.
What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with you on Notre Dame there as well because when they played Ohio State, they got absolutely steamrolled.
Yeah.
And I just don't know how well they can hold up, especially in a snow game.
Yeah, the weather's definitely going to be a factor. I mean, both teams being from very close by, both in Indiana, Bloomington, and South Bend, but it's going to be a good game tomorrow night for sure.
It will be. All right, next one we got is Penn State SMU, 11 a.m. on Saturday. It'll be a good game.
Oh, yeah. With this one, I'll be honest with you. Being an Alabama fan through and through, I was definitely disappointed that the Tide did not get in. But I'll be honest, I'm going to come out and say it on here. Truly, they did not deserve to get in. SMU played Clemson really tough in that ACC championship game. First year for them, too. But I like Penn State at home. The weather's definitely going to be a factor. SMU moving to the ACC this year. They had a little bit of a weather change, different from in Texas. But what they're going to see in Happy Valley on Saturday afternoon is unlike anything they've ever seen. I've seen snow heavy in the projected forecast. Not going to be good for those Mustangs.
Yeah. For this one, I think this is probably SMU's best shot to be able to advance in the first round. If they were playing any other team, I think they would be, unless it was Indiana, but any other team, I think they would get destroyed. I think I'm going to have to go Penn State as well here. SMU, something about them.
They did deserve to get in over Alabama. We can say that. But I think Penn State with Drew Aller and their tandem of running backs is too strong.
All right. We got the afternoon game. We got Texas and Clemson. Clemson got in by winning the ACC. Now we got Texas coming off the SEC championship overtime loss.
Yeah. I'll be honest. This is a quick one for me. I don't see Texas losing this game at all. No matter who is at quarterback, whether it be Ewers or Manning for that matter, their offensive line is going to bully Clemson's defensive line. And no matter who is at QB1, I wouldn't even be surprised if we see both guys to see who would be truly starting and playing the entire game when they go on to play Arizona State in the next round. Give me the Longhorns big.
Yeah, I agree with you here. I think Clemson, they played Georgia early in the season and they got blown out. I just don't think this is the same Texas team that we've seen in years past.
Yeah.
And then finally, the night game, arguably probably the best game of the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Ohio State and Tennessee.
I tell you what, I love both of these teams. This is a matchup that everyone is going to be circling on this first weekend for the new expanded format of college football playoffs. Nico Iamaleava is a dog for Tennessee, man. He can sling it. Dylan Sampson as well, an amazing running back. Will Howard, going in, he's game managed his way to an 8 seed, but Ohio State continues to put up victories. I tell you what, it's going to be tough. Tennessee, against teams outside of the SEC, they do not have a great record this year. Ohio State at home. I mean, last home game, we know what happened. Michigan ran through them.
Mm-hmm.
Offense was non-existent. I think they figure it out, though, tomorrow night. On Saturday night, excuse me. I got Ohio State over Tennessee. What about you?
If I'm being honest, after last game, I think we see another flag plant.
Oh,
I think
no.
Tennessee gets a flag plant.
Wow.
And they upset Ohio State.
I could definitely see it happening, 100%. I just hope Ryan Day, he's playing for his job out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, I'll be honest, I don't even know, win or lose, whenever, I think for him to keep his job, truth be told, they're going to have to win this game for sure. And they're going to have to beat Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, maybe even win it all. It's going to be very hard for him to keep his job after what they've done, losing to Michigan after so many years in a row.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see on Saturday night.
Yeah.
All right, so we got first whoever plays Oregon. So you got Ohio State. I got Tennessee. What are we thinking for here?
Ohio State, Oregon.
This is in the Peach Bowl.
The Peach Bowl down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium. New Year's Day, 4 o'clock. I'll be so real with you. I don't think it matters whether it's Tennessee or Ohio State. I think Oregon is the best team in all of college football. Give me Oregon in this matchup for them to head to the Final Four. It starts right now. They're sitting back. Dan Lanning is an amazing coach.
Mm-hmm.
Both sides of the ball. Offense has been electric all season long. Closest game truly was against, our 3 seed where they won on a game-winning field goal at home against Boise State.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Dylan Gabriel's just too strong, and their defense as well. Give me Oregon.
Yeah, I might have to go Oregon too. They're the 1 seed for a reason. And I just don't see anybody taking them down just yet. All right. 4 versus 5, Arizona State and Texas.
It's very interesting. You like to see just the seedings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Arizona State getting in, winning the Big 12. I would love to see what Arizona State would be like in any other conference. Whether it be, they make the move like a lot of the West Coast teams to the Big 10, or for somehow, wouldn't make sense geographically speaking, but in the SEC for that matter, or even ACC. I think Texas is a very good team. They are the 5 seed for a reason. Best non-conference championship winner. Give me Texas. I like Arizona State. Kenny Dillingham is an amazing coach. Cam Scatterbo, great running back. Honestly surprised he wasn't in the Heisman conversation for that matter. He's a dog. Mm-hmm. He's definitely going to be playing on Sundays next year.
Oh, yeah.
But Texas is just too strong. We will see how truly strong the SEC will be in that game.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, Texas is the right way, but I would like to see Arizona State. I just think
you're going to pick an upset?
I think their coach, he's a dog. He got them there for a reason.
Yeah.
They absolutely steamrolled Iowa State. And I think we might see some big noise from them this playoffs.
Another guy to not sleep on, true freshman starting quarterback for Arizona State, Sam Leavitt, absolutely unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Threw for over 2,600 yards, 24 touchdowns. Arizona State's a good team. I just think Texas is too strong.
After that BYU game that they had, I was sold on them. So
I
think they're going to make some noise. Now we got Penn State versus Boise State. Yeah. Ashton Jeanty is going to be running because he thinks he should have had that Heisman.
Oh, 100%. He's going to play with added motivation more than anyone else in this 12-team bracket of a college football playoff. Ashton Jeanty is unreal. Personally, I think he should have won the Heisman. What Travis Hunter did throughout the entire season is something, it's once in a generation, once in a lifetime, honestly. But Ashton Jeanty, along with starting quarterback Maddox Madsen, I mean, they put that guy in starting over a 5-star transfer from USC, and he has been slinging the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in that kid's family is an athlete. Give me Boise State over Penn State. It's been the narrative for Penn State for as ever we can remember. They cannot win the big games. I think they're going to beat SMU. I wouldn't be surprised if SMU does upset them, but the only reason why I have Penn State over them is just because of that weather in the snow.
Yep.
That's a Fiesta Bowl game. We know what Boise State is capable of doing in the Fiesta Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They've never lost. I like Boise State.
Yeah, I like them too. I think Penn State, they always somehow get in, but they haven't yet to make some noise recently as of lately. I think Boise, Gentry's gonna be too much for them. And then the last game that we got in the first quarterfinals, Georgia, Notre Dame. Obviously, Beck, we don't know if he'll be playing.
No. Beck's questionable. I like their backup. I mean, he just game managed their way into beating Texas in the SEC championship game. It's going to be in New Orleans, so there's going to be a lot of Georgia Bulldog fans. I mean, we know Georgia travels well no matter where they go, but it's not a game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Nope.
It's not a home game truly for them. I still like Georgia, though. I'll be honest. I don't think it truly matters who is at QB1 for the Bulldogs. Their defense is so strong. They are going to get them this victory, whether they play Indiana or Notre Dame in that Sugar Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I'm thinking if Beck plays, I think Georgia wins.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't play, I think Notre Dame somehow gets the upset.
Okay. What do you think?
So I think I'm going to go the upset as of right now.
I like it.
But if he plays, we'll have Georgia winning.
Wow.
Now, you got 1 Oregon versus 5 Texas. I got 1 Oregon, 4 Arizona State semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the...
Where are we playing this one?
Cotton Bowl.
Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Jerry World. Arlington. Dallas, Texas. Man. This is an unreal matchup. I mean, I'll be honest, this is one of the reasons why I love the expansion for the 12-team playoff. We get to see matchups that only God could create. Yep. Oregon, Texas, Boise State, Georgia. No matter any of these 12 teams, whomever is making it that far, it's going to be unbelievable. Give me Oregon. I just think they are the most dominant team in all of college football right now. I know it may be chalk, but Dylan Gabriel, he has the experience. He has the offense around him in Jordan James. He has the defense as well. Dan Lanning has those boys fired up.
Yeah.
I like Oregon.
To be honest, I like Oregon as well, but I think we see the Cinderella story of Arizona State continue.
Wow.
I think it'll be like college basketball where we see some lower schools somehow get going.
Okay.
Because the season keeps going, since it's a longer season.
Yeah.
I think Arizona State, they got fresh guys.
Okay.
I think they get it.
Wow.
And then we got Boise versus Georgia and Boise versus Notre Dame.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to go chalk 1-2 in the championship. Give me Georgia over Boise State. Hopefully Carson Beck will be healthy by then. That's a late. I mean, we're talking this game is on Monday, January 20th. That would be in the national championship. This one would be what? The 10th or the 9th? The 9th Capital One Orange Bowl. Down in Miami. I mean, shout out Finns. I just like Georgia. I mean, that's going to be a long trip for Boise. Yeah. I mean, you're thinking about, obviously, you're going to have time and rest between what? It would be
the 1st or 31st.
31st to the 9th.
Like a week.
A little over. Yeah. A little over a week, but still. I like Georgia. They're so dominant on defense. And at the end of the day, defense wins championships. What do you think? Boise State, Notre Dame.
I don't think Genty can carry them that far.
Okay.
So this one, I think either if it was Georgia with Beck or Notre Dame, I think Boise would lose. So from what I already have, I think Notre Dame goes to the championship and faces Arizona State.
That's wild. You look at the difference between I have 1, 2, and you have 4 or 7. Anything's possible, though. Truly.
So now we got the championship game.
Where is the Natty?
20th.
It's back in Atlanta.
Mercedes-Benz.
Okay.
Arguably a home game for Georgia with you.
Dude, I tell you what, this is the matchup that I've been wanting to see all season long.
Mm-hmm.
True, undefeated, dominant powerhouse out of the new Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the SEC champs down in Athens, the Georgia Bulldogs, which, just a reminder, let me ask you, who was the only team that beat Georgia this year? Alabama in Tuscaloosa. I was at that game, guys. It was a great one. Probably best game, hands down, I've ever been to in my entire life. But Georgia beats everybody but Alabama, and especially the fact that they're going to be playing in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Give me the Georgia Bulldogs as your national champions in the new expanded college football playoff bracket.
So what would that be? That would be 3 and 4 years or 3 and 3 years?
3 and 4, I believe.
Alrighty. And then we got Arizona State, Notre Dame.
Yeah, it's a fun one right here. I would love to see what you're going to say.
Be honest, I think Notre Dame's good. But I think just the Cinderella story of Arizona State, I think there's dogs. I think Arizona State wins it.
Kenny Dillingham, man.
They got something's cooking in Arizona. And
he is a player's coach, first things first. I think Marcus Freeman is too on that side for both your guys' teams, that being in the Natty. So it's going to be a fun bowl season. I'm looking forward to it.
It'll be good. A month from tomorrow is the championship.
Yeah.
So we'll see who's playing in Atlanta.
For sure.
All right. Thanks for tuning, guys, and drop in the comments what your guys' brackets look like.
Yeah,
and
let us know
what you think of ours. We'll see you later. Thanks.
Peace.